Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me Ade here again. If you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Ade and I film about faith, motherhood and lifestyle. However, in today's video we're going to be doing some cooking. I'm going to be showing you how I make my beans, how I make my delicious amazing beans with my pressure pot under 25 minutes. Okay. So if this is something you're interested in, please definitely keep on watching. Before you keep on watching, let me know in the comment section how you make your beans. How do you make your beans? Do you make with your pressure pot? Do you make it the normal way? Do you boil your beans and then add your condiments and everything? Anyway, I'm going to be showing you how I make mine. It is fast, it is quick, it is easy, and most importantly, it is definitely and amazingly delicious. Okay, so you can keep on watching now. First and foremost, this is my beans. This is my onion beans. It's also called ewa oloyin, and this is what I'm going to be using to make my beans. I always like to use a stew to do for my pepper. So for my pepper sauce, so you can choose to use raw pepper, you can choose to use whatever kind of pepper you want, but this is what I'm going to be using. This is I like to use stew, so this is about 5 tablespoons of turkey stew. That is what I'm going to be using for my pepper base. I'm going to be using the Nigerian taste palm oil, and I'm also going to be using just salt. I don't put anything other than salt to cook my beans, and it comes out so delicious. This is the star of the show. This is the VINOD pressure cooker. I've had this for a while now. I've had this for over a year, and it also comes with this knob. So this is supposed to be placed right on top of it. I'm going to show you how I do everything, how I prep everything. So first of all, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be measuring my beans. This is already picked, they are clean. I'm going to be using this glass cup to measure my beans, and I'm going to tell you why in a few minutes. Okay, so it doesn't matter the kind of cup you use, just make sure that you use the same cup you use to measure your beans is the same cup you use to measure your water. Yes, you measure your water so that you get the exact and accurate measurements. You don't end up with soggy beans or beans that has too much water. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to be measuring the beans with this glass cup. So this is about, I would say about 3 cups of three cups of this glass cup. Okay, so the reason why I measured with this cup is because I would, like I said earlier, I would be needing this cup to measure the water, and that is so important in getting your beans right when using a pressure pot. Now that I have measured this cup I've measured the beans using the glass cup, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead now to wash the beans. For every cup of beans that I measure, I'm going to be replacing it with 2 glass cups. So now that I've measured 3 cups of beans with this glass cup, I'm going to be using this glass cup to measure 6 cups of water, and that should cook the beans properly. Also, I forgot to mention that you need onions. Onions is so important. Onion is one of the ingredients that makes your beans come out really delicious and really nice. So you need onions, okay? Here is my washed beans. It is clean. I don't have to parboil or anything. I just washed and rinsed off the excess dirt from it. So now I'm just going to transfer this into my pressure pot. Also, I'm going to put all the ingredients, so you don't have to wait for beans to get ready before putting everything. So you just put in everything all at once, and you're going to be amazed at the result, honestly. So I'm going to put in my onions. I'm also going to put in the turkey stew. Remember, like I said, you can choose to use dry pepper, paprika, raw blended sweet pepper, anything at all. I just prefer to use like already cooked stew for my pepper base. And I'm also going to go in with the palm oil. So this is some palm oil. I didn't measure that, so you can just use the quantity that you would want to use. So I'm then going to go in with some salt. So here, like I told you, I'm going to be measuring 6 cups of water. I'm going to be adding this to my beans. So this is what my beans is looking like after adding the 6 cups of water. Like I said, this amount of water should cook the beans soft and nice without leaving too much excess water in it. So now I'm going to cover up my beans, and if you're using this type of pressure pot or any pressure pot at all that comes with a knob, make sure that the knob is well fitted into it. This is because this is what is going to make your pot to start making some sound. So it will take about 10 minutes for the beans to come to a boil, and once it comes to a boil, it starts to make a really loud noise. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but it's all right. It's going to go away in some few minutes. So it begins to make a loud noise. So once it begins to make a loud noise, I usually take note of that time and give it about 15 to 20 minutes. And when I don't allow it to cook more than 20 minutes. So once it's 20 minutes, you would see what I'm going to do next. But for this type of beans, because I've cooked this particular type of beans a number of times, I realized that it cooks, it gets done really quickly. So I'm going to be giving it about 15 minutes instead of leaving it up until 20 minutes. So I'm going to put my beans on the fire now. Once it starts making some noise, I'm going to show you what it sounds like and what it looks like. We are going to take a timestamp and then come back when it is about 15 minutes. So the total cooking process should not be more than 25 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead now and pop this on the gas stove. So my beans is already cooking on the cooker now. So another thing I'm going to do is to make sure that it's not on the highest heat. It's just about a medium to low, so that my beans doesn't burn. Okay, so I'm just going to tweak this a little bit and make sure that the heat is about medium to to low heat. Okay, so like I said, we are going to come back when this starts making a whole lot of noise. So you can all see the noise I was talking about. This is the second time it's actually making that noise. I timed it the first time. So you need to time, you need to start doing your timestamp in the first time it makes that noise. And it started making that noise at 1 o'clock. So I'm going to give it about 15 minutes to cook properly and to cook well. So by 1:15, I'm going to come back and I'm going to take it off the cooker, okay? While I'm waiting, I'm going to be frying my plantain. What is beans without soft and juicy plantain? Somebody tell me. Should do once 15 minutes is over is to transfer your pressure pot into your zinc and just run cold water on it until it cools off completely. Once this cools off completely, just gently remove the knob and just put it aside, and then gently also open up your pressure pot. And here you are, perfectly cooked honey beans. This is honey beans cooked to perfection. This is absolutely amazing. With the fact that I didn't even leave it up until 20 minutes, you can see that the beans is properly and amazingly cooked. This is absolutely delicious and amazing. And you can also see that you don't have much water, you don't have much, even though it's a porridge beans, you can see that you don't have much water on the inside your beans. So what I'm just going to do now is just to stir my beans all together, and you would, you know, almost not see that excess water anymore. So you can now see the importance of measuring your water appropriately. Now, if for example, you end up with so much water in your beans, what you can do is pop it back on the cooker and just put it on into the lowest heat. Before you know it, the water is going to dry up and you're going to have your perfectly cooked beans either way. So what I'm going to do now is just set this aside and serve. So here is our final product. You can see that this already looks inviting. This already looks delicious. I've had a taste and oh my goodness, it tastes so good. It tastes so amazing. I hope you guys have really enjoyed this step-by-step process of using the VINOD pressure pot to make honey beans. Please leave me your comments, leave me your feedback or your comments, yes, in the comment section. I will see you in my next video. Continue to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay in God. Bye.